Hey, welcome back everybody to Curtis Creek Ranch. Tag along, today is part 2 of our 5-part series. We're going to go ted some hay. First we got to get the tractor hooked up, we'll pull it in the shop, go through everything, make sure it's all ready to go, grease it, check oils, check fluids, that kind of stuff, and then we'll head to the fields. Come along, let's go. Alright, if you guys look here, we got the old hay tedder back here, back in the weeds along the fence row here. We got Peyton and Finn ready to help us get hooked up. We'll get this backed up close. This thing's small enough we can just kind of pick it up and manhandle it once we're close. Okay, so if you guys want to come over here and take a look, there's the tongue of the unit here. And then we got the PTO shaft. These are pretty dangerous. I always like to shut the tractor off when I'm messing with them, just that way nothing could happen. It could slip and turn on because they'll wrap you up and hurt you real bad. So there's a little tab that you have to push on here as you slide it on, and that's what helps keep it locked in. Okay, so we got the hay tedder inside the shop here. We're gonna go ahead and grease it up. So basically, what you're gonna look for on stuff is just anything that's moving or swiveling. So we've got a PTO shaft up here. This is how it transfers the power back. We talked about it earlier about how you may wanna watch out for getting caught up in it or anything like that. Very dangerous. But we've got the tractor off, so we're gonna get this greased. Got one right here on this U-joint. That one greased. We had this tedder come apart a couple years ago, and Josh was able to get it all rebuilt. We had to split these gearboxes and put all new bearings and shims in it. All right, I think that's about everything on this one. Tires look like they have air in them, so we'll get this put away and we'll go check the oil on the tractor. This old 460 was the first tractor I ever bought. It was $800, had rotten tires, just generally a mess. We put radiator in it, new tires all the way around. It was actually a tricycle front end when we got it. I went over to Illinois and I picked up a 806 front end. We switched it out, and quite a bit of works went into it since then, and it's pretty dependable now. I really enjoy using it. Pull the dipstick out here, take a look and see how full it is. We mainly just use this for bush hogging anymore, and then pulling the disc in the girls' riding arena so they can have fresh dirt to work around in. One more check here. I'd say it needs a little bit. Well, no funnel, not too bad. Second thing, this tractor ought to have about another 10 horse in it. I'm using some of Josh's T6 Rotella, fully synthetic. I think it'll like it. Just don't tell him. Get this guy checked here. Oh yeah, right there in the marks. Okay, I know we just talked about I replaced this radiator, but it's been years ago. So looks like everything looks good on there. Now we'll see you over at the field. Made it to the first field. So what we're doing is this thing here basically spins these blades around, shoots the hay up off the back, and it takes the top side and flips it over to the bottom. Because as that sun comes down and beats down on it, the top side's been drying for the last day or so, or last day I mean, but the bottom is still wet and green. So hopefully this will shave a little time off of it. We'll get it flipped over, and then we can come through the next time with the rake. So hop on and we'll show you what it looks like. We're gonna get this thing fired up here, and then we'll lower the front of this down so that those front teeth are just barely touching the top of the grass. That way it picks up all the hay, but it's not running down in the dirt. So check this out. I think that should just about do. Now I'll kick the PTO on and we'll see what it does. Yeah, we'll try that for a minute. Okay, and you can see I'm just following along here right on the path of where we mowed last time, and I just have to follow each row. I wish I had a tedder that had 4 baskets at least. That way I can do multiple windrows at a time. All right, that's 1 pass. It's looking pretty good now. A lot of times they say this will take a day off the drying. Well, you can see a little bit of a difference, I hope. Remember before you could see all the windrows from the haybine. Now everything should be scattered out, covering 100% of the ground. So that should help it dry a little faster. Again, every time you touch the hay, you break little pieces off. So you lose tonnage every time you do it. So with this first cutting, as late as it was so thick, I think we had to go ahead and do it though. So cool, let's go on down to the next field and we'll get that one knocked out. That last clip, we just talked about how it spreads it all out real nice so the sun can hit all of it. If you look out behind me, you can see all the rows in between. That'd be ground we could toss this hay onto and let that sun be cooking it and get it dried up. And hopefully we can get it ready for tomorrow. If not, probably in 2 days it should be ready to go. All right, we got this adjusted down. We'll see how that looks. About wraps it up. I just got these 2 paths going around this pasture, and there's a little bit more back here, but that's about everything. As dry as that last field was, I think we may be baling tomorrow. So don't forget to come back, check out the channel, see part 1. This was part 2. We got part 3, which is going to be raking, part 4 baling, and part 5 picking up the bales. So don't forget to come back and hit that subscribe button. Thanks.